Hi folks, and welcome to episode 2 of the Division Briefing. In this episode I'll be covering the storyline for Division 2. So, let's get started. Isaac, are you there? Excellent. Can you run the first video, please?
Data scanned. Downloading files.
We took things for granted. We expected coffee in the morning. We expected free Wi-Fi. When those were taken from us, we survived. When communications broke down, the trains stopped and the internet went dark, we survived.
But when the pharmacies were looted and hospitals shut down, asthma became lethal. And with no police to protect you, did you own a gun?
Did your neighbor?
Some survived.
We are a resilient species. When our society collapsed, we found ways to go on. And now, for the first time in centuries, what we want is also truly what we need. In the face of disaster, we helped each other.
We built new communities in the ruins of the old. We adapted. We survived. Established a new normal. But there are also those who build nothing. Create nothing.
Hyenas preying on the weak. They've made our world bleed. But we don't stand alone. A brave few have sworn to protect us and save what remains. They unite us.
Remind us that we are one people. They are our shield and our light. But if that light goes out,
who can save us then?
Seven months after the green poison outbreak, the SHD network, commonly referred to as the Shade Network, a system that controls the advanced technology used by Division agents, mysteriously goes down, and a distress call is received from Washington DC. You make your way to DC and arrive at the exact time an attack is carried out on the White House. After defeating the attack, you meet Manny Ortega, the Division Controller for DC. Isaac, the file please.
This is you. Welcome to DC. I'm Manny. I run comms. I'm guessing the Division alert brought you here? Damn glad to see you. Let me show you exactly how screwed we are. Ever since the JTF imploded, the city's become a playground for murderous fuckheads. There are several main factions, and a whole lot of bottom feeders sucking up whatever the big dogs miss. A few civilian settlements are still holding out against all this villainy. They need more help than we've been able to provide, especially since the Division network went dark. That's Kelso. She's one of the last surviving agents in DC. She's operating out of the theater settlement on a priority mission. You should go check in with her. If anyone knows how to get these systems back online, it's her. Oh, and introduce yourself to the locals while you're at it. It'll comfort them to know there's a new sheriff in town.
As the campaign unfolds, you discover more about the various factions that have risen in the city, such as the Hyenas, the Outcasts, and the True Sons. As you continue your fight against these threats, another enemy faction emerges, the Black Tusk.
Warning. Hostiles inbound on your position.
The Division was on the brink of collapse. Agents were called to DC to try and stave off a civil war. Deadly factions roamed the streets and vied for control of the nation's capital. Hyenas, opportunists who exploit the weak and vulnerable. Outcasts, green poison survivors seeking retribution from a society that abandoned them. and the True Sons, mutineers and deserters guilty of war crimes. Alongside brave civilians, we fought to stabilize DC and took back the city. But we couldn't defeat the power of corruption. Military contractors known as Black Tusk invaded and tried to undo everything we had accomplished. We stood our ground, and with the odds stacked against us, we pushed them back. There are still dangers out there. It's up to us to remember what we are fighting for.
The Black Tusk invasion takes all by surprise, and just as you think that you've finally brought order to the chaos of DC. And that pretty much brings me to the close of this episode. There is a lot more that happens in the Division 2 storyline, but I don't want to give away too many spoilers. In the next episode, we'll be diving into Episode 1, the first piece of DLC the Division 2 received that introduced new locations and story. Thank you for watching this episode. I've been Lance, aka Lima Tango. Please like this video if you enjoyed the episode, and hit the subscribe button to see more from me and the rest of the Respawning crew. And if you'd like to see even more stuff from Respawning, head over to our webpage at respawning.co.uk for our game reviews, news and much more. Catch you in the next one, folks. Ciao for now.